Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing? It is the last day of April. Hooray!
We actually have a stream on time.
Yeah.
Barely.
Barely, yeah. Thanks, April, for being your last day on a Sunday.
We need time to recover for April.
Yeah, April was a long month. I was sitting here thinking, wow, I didn't really do anything this month, but then I realized I spent most of it in New Jersey. And so if you saw the thumbnail of this stream or what we posted, I did post the Instagram story about an hour ago, just leading up to this. Why is there so much New Jersey? I would like to know. It's unanswered questions, but yeah. So I guess in case anybody is not aware, Manager Sam and I went to Anime Boston Easter weekend. Hooray! Anime Boston is a really fun show. I really like going there despite detesting driving in Boston. That is not fun. Yeah, but I put up with it for the show itself because it is fun. And yeah, we had some trials and tribulations, would you say, Sam?
Yeah.
And Michelle's just at home getting a constant stream of messages like, what is going on up there?
Yeah, I'm at home just chilling, doing my thing, and the messages that started rolling in, I was like, oh no,
it's a failure fire. What's happening?
Do I have to drive to Jersey?
Yeah, literally, there was one point where I was like, if I must drive to Jersey, then I shall.
We
almost had to.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, so I guess Sam has
I prepared an old school PowerPoint to just go over the whole trip for everyone.
Yeah, so PowerPoint slide ahoy, I suppose. Are we ready for it? Or do we need any lead up to this?
No. It goes through our day-by-day experiences.
Oh, okay, good. Let's add this to the stream. Are you ready to get this? All right, let's see.
Okay.
Hit that.
Ballad on this trip to Boston. A cautionary tale.
Can you full screen this?
It is full screen on mine.
Oh, I'm just seeing your actual screen.
Let me...
But like put it in presentation?
I do have it in presentation here. Let me switch how StreamYard's looking at crap. Present, share screen, entire screen, share.
Right. Let's see. Nope. Oh well. Oh, there we go. Yep, we got it. Okay.
All right.
So yeah, a cautionary tale.
All right. So our plan: Wednesday, we're going to go from Richmond, pit stop in Fredericksburg, to Baltimore, and we stay in Baltimore for the night. Next day, we hit Mitsuwa, which is a must. I demand it.
I mean, at this point, so do I.
Yeah. And then we head to Boston. Friday to Sunday, the show. We have our fashion show Sunday. And then Monday, we go from Boston straight to Virginia.
Yep. That's usually the plan. I would like... Oh, yeah. See where how they headed. All right. We start on Wednesday.
All right. We got Virginia to Baltimore. Uneventful. We got some neurospicy talks.
I want to stop. It was not completely uneventful. I had planned to leave my house at 4. I got ready early. I was chilling on the couch with my kiddo, getting their goodbyes in. And I left at 4. I was like, Sam, I'm leaving. My timestamp said 4 o'clock. I was like, hot damn, I'm doing good. Because sometimes I'm hella late. But not that Wednesday. I'm driving. I get to the exit before Sam's exit and went, shit, my Easy Pass is in my husband's car at home. So I had to stop and turn around. And I drove halfway home and he drove halfway up. And we met in the middle and then traded the Easy Pass. And then I went to Sam's house. So that was our first eventful hiccup. Not a terrible hiccup in the grand scheme of things. And since I had left on time, I wasn't like super duper extra late or anything. But yes, then we made it up to Baltimore. Fine, easy, no problem. Continue.
So while in Baltimore, we got to do some fun things like smell all of the candles.
Yeah.
And all of the weird smells, including ones that smelled like Barbies in the sun and My Little Ponies in the sun.
And
Michelle
beans.
was like, here, this one smells like beans. And I was like, yep, that's just beans. Just beans.
If you want a candle that smells like beans, message Michelle.
Well, there's also the toast.
Oh,
yes, the toast.
The toast actually is pleasant.
Yeah, the toast is good.
It's not buttered toast. It's not cinnamon toast. It's literally just the smell of baking bread, which is actually kind of fantastic, but
yeah,
uncomplicated.
Michelle and Rachel worked on finishing some runway looks. I made some earrings. We got to meet Princess, and we had a little photo shoot with the twins.
Oh, do we get any of those photos?
The birth of Princess.
Yes, the birth of Princess. We got some of the twins' photos. Some of the earrings I made. We did not realize that when ordered these doggies, we're having special dreams at night. We're used to finding like cats with balls on them as random charms, but not really dogs.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then we get Thursday. Baltimore to Mitzvah. Our podcast of choice, we started listening about David Miscavige.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotta love that horrible Scientology.
Met up with Winnie of Urban Chic, who was also a model for us at Last Techo. Got some amazing beef bowls, curry, onigiri.
And we have a question. What's Mitsuwa like? Mitsuwa's like heaven.
It was a weeb, just like must hit.
Yeah. There's food
Japanese
stalls.
grocer with food court.
Yeah. So the food court stalls, there's an onigiri stall, there's a ramen stall, there is like a curry stall, and there's like a tempura
taiyaki stand. There's one that's doing ice cream with like roasted sesame and other fun flavors.
Yeah. And then there's the whole grocery side of it that has makeup and skincare and just food and drinks and like all kinds of like regular grocery store stuff, but all like Japanese and other
focus
Asian.
And a lot of imported Japanese goods. And across the street or across from it is you have a Daiso, you have kind of an import Japanese toy store. There's a Shiseido. What makeup place is right there?
Shiseido.
Yes, is right there. And at Daiso, we found some fun gifts for our models, including a keychain, which is on the next slide.
Yeah.
Mitzvah to Boston. Real good. Finished up our David Miscavige and surprisingly smooth loathing, which is unusual for Boston.
Yeah. We got there like 6:30, rolled in. Yeah. They were like, back your trailer up onto this tiny platform so we can raise it up into the air. And I was like, sure. Okay, we'll try that. I will attempt to back up onto a tiny loading zone. Let's go. Where is Shelly? What in the...
From David Miscavige's wife.
Oh, yes, right. Where is she?
Neither does anyone else, apparently.
Nope.
So we load out. We got to load right out onto pallets, and they immediately brought it up to where our booth was. So awesome.
Yeah, no big deal. Took the trailer, dropped it off. Oh, yes, here's our New York City skyline at Mitsuwa with the twins.
I made some earrings while we were driving. I also fell asleep. The twins make a great headrest. Rachel got that while I was sleeping.
We were driving and I was like, click.
We did find these unicorn keychains for our models that say Creamy Beast.
No.
We like to give a little small thing to our models, so
Yeah.
our models got some weird stuff this time. And then Loden. When I picked our booth for Boston, I didn't realize a little dot on the map was this big pillar.
It had no. It was just like little black dots, like spread kind of like sporadically, and we're like, okay,
Is
whatever.
it grid markers? Is it no? It's a pillar. So we had to deal with that all weekend. And then the twins chilling at the hotel. Friday to Sunday, record sales.
Record sales, great sales. Boston had a great time apparently.
This was Boston's first time seeing the Furbies.
This is true.
Yeah, that is true.
The Furbies.
And they enjoyed them quite a lot.
Quite a lot. Yeah, we sold both of the long ones from the Katsu fashion show on Friday, so we couldn't even give them to our models for Sunday.
But not Princess.
Not Princess. No, we saved Princess.
Princess just recently got sold. One thing we noticed that Boston is different in other cons. So, like the DC area cons we go to, cows are a big thing, and cow parties. Not as big. Like Boston really hasn't heard of like the weird cow thing going on with the other cons yet.
They're too city, I think.
Maybe.
It's my theory on it.
Yeah. But like last time we went to Colossal Con, they had a cow stampede, where it's people drunkenly wandering around dressed as cows mooing.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had some really good food.
Yeah.
We hit our normal places, and then Sunday, Easter Sunday, get out of there late. We put in for what's open and nearby. And we found someplace, and we start driving up to it, and we realize it's at a casino.
I'm like, what is this Las Vegas nonsense? Wait, it wants me to turn in here? Wait, are we going to a casino? We're going to a casino. All right, let's do this. So, yeah.
So record sales. So KatsuCon was the other one we've done this year. We haven't done our other con. So just comparing 2022 to 2023, like major sales. Like these are our two best performing cons. And I'm not putting the numbers out just because you don't need to know the exact numbers, but
yeah. Honestly, I think Anime Boston this year was our best selling con
to date.
Weekend, period.
Yeah.
Like of the 10 years we've been in business. So yeah, barring possibly one KatsuCon, but I don't think we have firm numbers because we were sharing a booth.
Yeah, I think the 2020 KatsuCon may be the only other one that would compete.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, it was good. Yeah, the fashion show was so much fun.
Yes,
I'm glad everyone.
So we got Joel Jean 2.0. And Princess making their debut. We had a galloping model, which Teco has posted the fashion show, and then if you follow our Discord and things, I've posted videos of or pictures from it. And then we had Loadout. Something is always cursed about either load in or load out at Boston, or both.
Yeah.
So the room closed at 3 p.m.
I was gonna say, yeah, we loaded out, like loaded up quickly, and usually the dock is like whirlwind disaster zone, hot mess express. It was fairly calm down there because
no one knew what was going on. So prior to the pandemic at Boston, Loadout, the way it works is you pack up everything and you get your entire booth, all of your stuff down to the dock, which is very tiny. And then once all of your stuff is at the dock, then they will let your car in to be loaded. And this is a very tiny dock. This year it was, well,
Unclear.
you can put all your stuff on pallets, and then they'll take your stuff from on pallets down to the dock. Like, okay, well, we did that for load-in. But then they didn't really tell us, but we could have hand carted our stuff, but then it wasn't really sure when we could come in. If it was still, you still had to get all of your stuff down there. Very nah.
Right.
So the room closed at 3. We were completely packed up, everything on pallets by 4:21, which is pretty good time for Rachel and I. We were put on the list to be brought down to the docks not until 5:41, though. So there was an hour and a half of me just sitting there, twiddling my thumbs. Part of that
Meanwhile, I was going to get the trailer.
Part of that was I was waiting for Rachel to get the trailer, so we were not, irritating people by being. I should have put our name on the list immediately, but whatever. We were told we were next to be brought down at 6:37 p.m. Rachel was led into the dock at 6:57 p.m.
Part of me being told I was allowed to go in was a guy that said, you can go in. So I started to drive my car. I got halfway to the door and they were like, is your stuff down here? And I was like, I don't know, dude, it's on pallets. I know that much. I put it on pallets myself. And then they're like, well, if it's not down, you got to back up literally a one-way loading bay with my trailer. And I'm like, all right, I guess we'll try this. So again, more backing up. I'm really good at backing up the trailer now. And then I had to sit and wait. And then I finally was like, yeah, I think it's coming down right now. And it still wasn't actually downstairs when I even parked my car.
Loading bay. And we waited and waited. And it wasn't until like 7:20, 25 that they actually got our stuff down the elevator.
I had time to go
loaded
upstairs
up
and
by 7:43.
I went upstairs, saw all of our stuff on pallets in front of the elevator door and said, hey, that's my stuff. My car's in bay 1. And they were like, okay. I went to the bathroom and I came back and we still waited like 15 minutes. I was just like, what is happening?
During this time, the dock workers were just kind of chatting with Rachel, and she made a mention about driving back to Virginia. And the ride going through Jersey. And what did the dock workers tell you?
They said, oh man, half your drive's in Jersey, isn't it? And I said, yeah, pretty much.
And that's when we were officially cursed by the dock workers.
They cursed us. They cursed us. Thank you, Boston dock workers, for cursing me.
They also joked about Rachel if she dressed like a hoochie, like when she's doing her pole stuff. And the dock worker said if she did that, we would have been out of there 4 hours earlier.
So next year,
sexism,
booty shorts, strappy bralette, maybe a sheer blouse on top. I don't know.
Girl, do you have a traveling pole? Bring a pole too.
No, because then we'll just want to watch her practice on it while we wait to get let in.
Well,
I just need to find random pole pieces like stairs and do tricks off of that. It's fine. I can flip upside down on anything.
Stairs right, like 2 bays down from us.
Yeah.
That had a railing. You could have.
But yeah, seriously, they condemned us to a purgatory of New Jersey. Anyway.
So here are our lovely models from Boston.
Yay!
Yay!
They were so cute. They did a good job. A couple of our models were first-time models, have never modeled before, and they all did an awesome job. Our Joel Jean Warren model, she modeled for us last year, and we were so excited that we got an application again. And so
we immediately accepted, like, oh, yeah. There's certain people that we've worked with them enough that it's like, if they apply, yes. Don't, like, it's more of a, hey, are you going? Yeah, cool, you're modeling for us. You don't have a choice.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some people like that.
Yeah. But, yeah, that particular model, the first time we met her was last year, and we did that designer showcase fashion show. Since none of no other designers wanted to do a fashion show last year. And but again, when she applied, I was like, hooray, let's do it. And
So
we were gonna have
we're seeing the red one is still available.
Mm-hmm.
And the pink one sold, but we have the pink one in different colors.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And we still have the navy?
Nope, that one sold too. That one sold on Sunday after the show.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And the pink version of it sold earlier in the weekend.
So here you can see our lovely model galloping with Princess.
Yes, good.
It was perfect. It fit. It was amazing.
I said, have fun. Just have fun and feel the music. And she just galloped on down.
And she did. She had fun and felt the music.
Right? And it was so funny because I walked out and I bowed at the end, and I had them go on ahead of me, and I just said, ride them on out, girlfriend, and she just rode it on out. It was very funny.
So the twins are also in the show, so they got a little makeup, and then afterwards, when we were getting dinner at the casino, because we didn't get out of there till so late on Easter Sunday, we ended up at a casino, they decided to play the slots. No, they did not win anything. They lost $1.30.
Those naughty twins. I got carded on the way in. Sam did not. I think it's because I was holding the twins.
No, they carded me.
Oh, they did? Oh, okay.
But I showed I had my passport card with me, so they didn't need to scan it, whereas yours is
Gotcha. Okay.
So they had to scan it.
This is very funny.
All right. Now we get to Monday.
Cursed Monday.
Plan. Boston to Fredericksburg and then Richmond. Very minimal stops. We quick fast food meals. Like, as much as we love to stop and have good, local foods on our trips, after long road trips like this, we just want home.
And I was booking it. I was like, let's just pedal to the metal. We are driving. No stops.
The reality,
pain, suffering. We didn't even eat that day.
So here's a little preview. I'll come back to some of these pictures. So, as you can see here, we got 95 running down the middle-ish. We are going down the New Jersey Turnpike, and at mile marker 69.9, the car, no. It's
my car
shaking.
It was like, I was like, that's not good. I'm gonna move over to the shoulder. Of course, we're in the car lane of the New Jersey Turnpike, and there's just like busting on past. There was like just enough room on the shoulder for us.
We wait a few minutes, see if after letting the car cool down, when we start back up, if it'll go. No, it's shaking,
just sitting there. And I was like, this isn't good. I call my insurance and I was like, hey, I need a tow. My car is doing some crazy things. And they're like, okay, we'll set it all up. And then we're sitting there. And then I get a call from the tow company. And they're like, hey, you're on the New Jersey Turnpike. We're not actually allowed to come on there. You have to call the New Jersey Transit Authority to come and tow your car and pay for that part out of pocket. And I'm like,
So we were about...
Well, it was like a mile and a quarter
from the exit. So we decided, fuck New Jersey.
Fuck Jersey. We'd been sitting long enough that the car had a chance to kind of cool down a little bit. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to turn it on and see what happens.
And we rode
down the shoulder, 25 miles an hour, just kind of like like shaking the whole time. There were moments where it wasn't shaking, but most of the time it was just like, I was like, this is not good.
We get off the exit and I'm trying to find the closest place that we can park ourselves in the trailer, and we find a Days Inn. We park there.
Yep.
And we get called back with Rachel's insurance and tow company and finally arrange a tow. And we ask the Days Inn, hey, can we pretty please leave our trailer here?
Yes. I was like, hey, Dazen, can I leave my trailer here because we're not going to get a tow for a really long time if they have to figure out how to tow the trailer too. And they were like, you know what? Yeah, it's fine. We don't care. And I was like, all right, sweet. Here's my name and number if you need to call me. I unhitched the trailer and moved the car forward a little bit so that we could get on the tow
we
truck
have to
easier.
lock up the trailer and hope nothing happens to it.
Right.
So the tow truck comes and gets us and brings us to our first mechanic.
To our first mechanic. No. Sad times.
No.
Sad times.
Our tow was not able to even drop our vehicle because it was in what was a old gas station and part of it was under construction and they ran into a trash can.
There were like ditches dug in the ground, like he couldn't pull forward anymore. He'd fall into a ditch. There was no room to let my car off, and I was like, absolutely not. Nope, not doing this. Reroute insurance. Please have this person tow my car over to the closest Subaru dealer. I am not dealing with this.
So we leave there, and then we go to the Subaru dealership. And they like it was kind of after their service time.
Yeah,
so like
we got there. They were still open. Yeah,
they were open for pickup. We were able to talk to them a little bit, but they weren't going to look at anything.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, crap. We're stuck in Jersey overnight. Well, we've got some hotel points. I had booked a hotel while we were at the last place that was close to the last place. So we end up having to then Uber to our hotel, which is back over near Cranberry.
We
stay.
Sam passes out immediately. We were like, where delivers here? They gave us some pizza flyer and we were like, okay, we'll do that. But Sam passed out and then I was just like, fuck it, I'm not hungry. And I ended up falling asleep too. And neither of us had eaten lunch because it was like 1:30, 2 o'clock-ish when my car broke down in the first place. And we were like just thinking about stopping for lunch. And then got completely derailed.
Yeah, Rachel dissociated for several hours and then went to sleep.
Basically. I talked to my dad for a little while and talked to Ryan and yeah.
So then the next morning we wake up and we wait and we wait and we wait and we wait to hear from the mechanic. We ask the front desk for extended or late checkout and we wait. We're telling and we look through our stuff. I am on lots of medication. I had plenty of my pills, but one of my medications was a shot and a very expensive shot. I generally only take 1 or 2 days extra with me. If we were going to be stuck another day, I had to figure out a way to get back to Virginia ASAP.
So this is the point where we were like, Michelle might come to Jersey for Sam only? I don't know.
Yeah, I was like at home and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to have to drive to Jersey, but I have a doctor's appointment at 2, but I can come as soon as I'm done? Question marks.
And we were also looking up what the cost of trains were from this area of Jersey to where I live, which was about $200. And then we were also looking at flights because we weren't that far from Newark Airport, which was also about $300.
Yeah.
Because basically I had till Wednesday-ish.
Yeah.
So finally we called the mechanic and they're like, we did our basic diagnostic. It's going to have to wait till our mechanic our top mechanic.
Yeah, it was like their lead mechanic wasn't there. Because again, it was the day after Easter. The day after, I don't know. He must have taken some vacation time for Easter. Like, fine, cool. But like, they were like, okay, we're going to be stuck here another day. Let's figure out how to not be stuck here another day.
The trailer, getting home, and the car. So the car, we have no clue how long it's going to take. The trailer, we don't want to leave it in a random hotel parking lot that's right off the highway for an unknown amount of time when all of our stock is in it. All of it.
All of it. Everything. Like, it's all locked up, but yeah, like, if somebody was determined with some bolt cutters, they could come over and get all our stuff. Like,
so it's like, all right, what are our options? Renting a vehicle that can take the trailer all the way to Virginia was $500 to $1,000 was one option.
No go.
We're not doing that. The other, as we're doing all this, we come to find out a large amount of the Belladonna family that has ties to this area of Jersey.
Specifically. And Sam also has a friend who lives really close.
Yeah. So it's like, I start asking people, hey, who has driveways large enough that wouldn't mind a trailer sitting for 1 to 7 days, possibly?
Yeah.
And we finally got a hit someone saying, yeah.
Right. Yay. Thank you. It was amazing.
And now we need to figure out how to get that trailer to that person.
Mm-hmm.
So any actual, like, long-term or day rental is stupid. So figure out, well, we could do a U-Haul truck
for an hour.
But
now
we
I
have
gotta
to
find
return
one.
it back to the same place for it to be cost efficient.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, then what? Well, we still need a car. So what do? We go and we rent a car. That is the cheapest place we could get a car with our various discounts, with memberships and things. We then take the car to the U-Haul place where we then rent a U-Haul.
Right. So it was Uber to the rental, take the rental car down to the U-Haul.
Which was at an old bike shop, which is why there's a picture of the twins on a unicycle.
Do you need to go back to that slide with all the pictures on it?
Well, we're going to after complete the. So we get the U-Haul, we get the trailer, we drop the trailer off. You can rent a Home Depot truck or a truck from Home Depot or Lowe's, but they are not. Most of the times, those are not rated for trailers.
Yeah, I called the closest Home Depot, and they said, no, it doesn't have a trailer hitch on it. And I was like,
you have to use their trailer that's attached to move things. You can't attach your own.
I was like, that's not the point of this. I need to move my own trailer. And so I called this crazy bike shop that was fairly close to where the trailer was. And I said, hey, do you have your pickup truck with the trailer hitch? And he said, oh, it's out right now, but we have the 10-foot box truck. And I was like, okay, I think I can make that work. Sure. And so they reserved it for me for whenever we got our rental car to come and get it. And luckily, by the time we got over to the U-Haul place, they said, hey, our pickup truck got returned. And so I was like, yes, that is going to be way easier for me to drive than a 10-foot van or whatever. Yeah.
So yes, we did look at the Home Depot Lowe's options, but they would not allow us to move our trailer with it. So we moved the trailer at my friend's house. Cool. Oh wait, wrong way. We then go back to the U-Haul to. Yes, it was a super ordeal.
It was an ordeal. We were on full ADHD go crisis mode
with no food versus.
Not yeah.
Well, no, we did breakfast at the hotel. I made sure to book one with breakfast, so we at least had
right, because we didn't even lunch that day.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
So then we returned the U-Haul, and then we go back to the Subaru dealership to pick up all of our personal stuff that's still in that car because we don't know what's wrong with it. We don't know if it's going to be
right. The only thing we took with us after we dropped it off at the Subaru dealer was our suitcases and our food and the cash box. and I had sewing machines and half done product and like fabric and stuff and princess and like just
Don't worry,
random
we
stuff.
can take the twins with us.
We did take the twins with us. Yes, that's why they got pictures on the unicycle. And but like princess and like all kinds of random stuff, which is all in my car still at the dealer. And I was like, I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to abandon it here. I don't know. Like, so we took everything out. When I say everything, I took my kid's car seat. I took random tools that have been living in the car. Like everything came out of my car and put into the rental. Because luckily
it was a fairly small rental car.
It wasn't super small though, because it was like a Mitsubishi like small SUV thingy.
But compared to your car.
Yes, compared to my car, we did kind of have to like Jenga some junk in.
The car seat was like upside down, you know.
Right. Oh, we had the dolly in my car. It wasn't even in the trailer.
Yes. Here's some pictures from our deal, you know, breaking down. We saw some weird billboards.
Mm-hmm. Some weird
while we were out.
billboards.
And then yes, mile marker 69.9.
It was decidedly not nice.
Like, I could literally touch that sign where we broke down. The twins waiting at the first mechanic, and the picture of the first mechanic where you can see there's some like caution tape and like trash can and the cones, and our tow truck driver drove into those cones and the trash can, and just, there's like a ditch right there. Just, it wasn't happening.
Yeah, we decided while sitting on the highway waiting for the tow initially that it was a good thing it was just Sam and I on this trip, and that Michelle and Megan weren't with us, because Michelle would have been immediately hangry since it was lunchtime, and Megan would have been freaking out because the car was shaking really bad. And Sam and I, while we like have moments, we generally know how to just like figure it out.
We dissociate and deal with the mental stuff later.
Basically.
Yeah, I just get angry.
Yeah, Michelle's like instant angry, but Sam and I are just like, oh, let's do the thing.
And then Tuesday. Okay, the plan. OMFG, Sam needs meds. Wait for the mechanic, run a car, run a U-Haul, move the trailer, return the U-Haul, get personal items, drive to Fredericksburg, Richmond. So we did actually stop for food after we got our personal items.
We got our personal items. We drove about 30 minutes down the road. We stopped at a Five Guys since we hadn't eaten since breakfast. And then I drove like 80 to 85 the entire way home without stopping.
And then
I was like, turbo.
The plan was we set up the rental that we'd pick it up in Jersey, and we were able to return it to the Richmond airport, which is really close to Rachel.
Mm-hmm,
so that was the plan, was she's going to return it, and then the following weekend, get her way up to Michelle, and Michelle drive her up and figure out car.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
we're
going to deal with it later.
We hear back from the mechanic, and it was an easy fix. Rachel is crazy and drives back up to Jersey Wednesday.
I was like, I was about to get ready to return it, but a bunch of the moms at the preschool, I was supposed to go back to school to do some stuff, and they were like, well, you're having a time, so somebody else is going to fill in for you, so you don't have to come back. And I was like, are you sure? And they were like, yeah. And then as soon as they said that, then that's when the mechanic called, and they said, your car's ready. And I was like, oh, okay, I still have this rental that I haven't returned yet. What if I just change my rental reservation to the same place where we picked it up from in Jersey before they close tonight? If I leave immediately, I can make it. It was noon. I just like rolled around my house like a whirlwind and left. And my daughter was just like, Mommy, you just returned. Where are you going?
So she drives all the way back up to the car rental place, returns the car, gets an Uber to the Subaru dealership, gets her car.
Gets the car. It was like 7 when I got my car.
And then I had to drive to my friend's house to pick up the trailer.
So it was dark when I got to pick up the trailer.
In basically someone who she doesn't know's front yard.
Yeah. But like I said, if it's somebody that you know and trust, I'm cool with that.
And then she drove all the way back to Baltimore.
Rachel is wild.
Yes. Like, I'm home. I'm not leaving my bed for like 3-4 days.
Sam's like, I don't want to see you in a really long time.
I said that to Rachel when she dropped me off. Like, okay, yeah, I don't want to see you again. I'll see you in like May.
Yeah, I just want to say that when Rachel decided to drive back up to Jersey, she messages me, I'm at work. I'm like filing somebody's nails, and I get this message, I'm going to be at your house tonight. And I was like, okay.
I knew there was no way I was going to get all the way back home. So I was like, I'll just stop at Michelle's house and then go the rest of the way in the morning. And because it was like 11 when I got to your house. 11:30.
Yeah, it was like 11:30 by the time you got to my house. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I drove without stopping on the way up to the rental place. I stopped for food on the way between my car and getting the trailer. And then I had to stop for gas once on the way home. But other than that, I didn't stop. I just literally drove for like 12 hours straight.
And the reason why the car is screwed up, that. 4 spark plugs.
4 grody spark plugs.
$40 in parts. Because each of them was about $10.
Yep. Cool.
Yep.
Crazy car. And something that they fixed so quickly. If they had just looked at it on Monday or Tuesday morning,
like it is a very quick fix.
Yeah.
But figuring out that was the issue.
Yeah.
So Thursday, Rachel finally returns home. We recover, and then oh god, we still have to do inventory.
And of course, I was shot. And part of my kids' preschool is that I work there and like help clean the classroom and keep the kids from going absolutely apeshit and while the teacher's trying to teach. And I was supposed to work on Wednesday, and I said, I'm absolutely not going to be able to do that. I might be here, but I'm not going to be able to work. So I traded with somebody for Friday. So of course, as soon as I get home on Thursday, then I took Coraline to ballet class basically as soon as I got home and sat in the car for a while. And then Friday I had to work at her school all day. And then I was just like, there's too much going on.
This is why we generally give ourselves a week after we return home to do inventory. Because inventory is generally all on Rachel. And then I do some stuff on our site with new earrings and things like that.
Yeah, some new product. And sometimes it's not so bad. This time we kind of did it in 2 phases where I inventoried all the stuff we had on there currently. And then after a little bit of time, I took pictures of the dresses later. And that's why then the dresses went up a little bit after the main site was open. Yes, this is me, trailer finally home in the driveway, giving it a hug. Baby, you've returned.
Final thought. The dock workers cursed us.
The dock workers cursed us. That's it.
The load in and load out of Boston will always be awful in some way. And despite fate and luck being against us, we make too much money at Boston to like stop going.
And we'll be back next year.
We'll be back next year.
Boston. They already asked us if we wanted to do the fashion show again, so we said yes. Yeah. But we did also tell them it needed to be earlier in the weekend because this Sunday morning shenanigans is not it. Nope.
So yeah, that was a little PowerPoint I prepared for you guys.
Yep.
That was our experience. Like more crap happened in those like 2 days than like our entire road trip we did last year, where we went to Boston, Buffalo in Canada, Ohio, and back.
Yeah, that was long, but it was uneventful, very smooth, actually. Everything went according to plan. We were like, okay, sure, cool. We've been out on the road for a long time, but this is fine.
And Rachel and I actually get along very well on long trips. Because we kind of both just, when we're like hunkered down somewhere, we both kind of just do our own thing and don't bother the other.
Just zone out. Both of us have headphones in, doing whatever it is that we're doing. It's fine. Every now and then I'll be like, hey, random question. Or Sam will just be like, tits out for Harambe. Yeah, I don't know. That happened one time. I don't even know how it happened.
I was putting a clothing on the model at Necco when you were getting slap happy. Anyway, so yeah, thank goodness Rachel and I can get along so well in both long driving situations and stressful situations. Because any other combo of us, like, we all care for each other and love each other, but it would have been a much different story.
Yeah. So yeah, horrible, crazy, fraught. By the time I got home on Thursday afternoon, I don't even think, it had felt like 7 weeks had gone past. Obviously I have ADHD and I have a hard time with the general passage of time anyway. But I was like, I've been driving for 7 years. It's been 3 days. And I just was like, I have no idea what time it is, what day it is. Just nothing. No concept of reality or time anymore.
Yeah, I've got a lot of health issues. So generally the day we get back from a con, I am out of it. And that usually lasts like a full week. But I started that mid Tuesday when things were going, or when we finally settled into a hotel room. I was just like, I'm tired.
Yeah, that was when, at that point we would have been, by the time you passed out, it was when we would have gotten home to our house if things had gone according to plan. We just driven home. Yeah. So yeah, more or less. But yeah, between Sam's Google foo and just me randomly calling places.
Figured it out.
We figured it out. It was, whew.
So our next event will be Pittsburgh, and we will have the full crew, but we will be in different cars.
Yes, different cars. So at least something. But I also am taking my car to the shop for a full and complete system flush and tune-up before we go, because this is not happening again. Please and thank you.
Yeah, I've had a slow leak in one of my tires, and I just had to take it in for the 15,000 mile, and I said, please figure out what's wrong with this tire. I am not going to be stuck in the mountains of Pennsylvania. That is not,
You've had that issue for so long, because I remember one time being at your house and having to go to a tire place to get you a new tire thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, this is a different car though.
Since your house was built.
Yeah, this is a different car.
Over like a nail, and ever since then it's just
no. This was also a nail. This was a nail that caused me to have a flat tire last year that then got patched, and the patch was leaking. I was just thankful that it wasn't a second nail. I was like, oh, this is the same nail. Okay.
Well, they're done with construction around you, so you should be able to just get.
It's from the salon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I went to roll out my case and put it in my car at the end of the weekend, as I always do. And when I stepped onto the asphalt, I heard a ding, 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 and I was like, I looked down and I had just kicked a nail. Nails.
Beautiful.
Not these nails.
Not those nails.
Not the nails you want, the nails you don't want.
Yeah.
So I picked up that little screw I had kicked and I put it in the grout of the sidewalk, so it couldn't go nowhere. There's a hole in there, and I just was like, here you go. You can have that. I can't.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah. Next for Belladonna is we have Teco.
Teco,
At the end of
yay.
July. That will be both the twins' birthday and my birthday.
Yeah.
Weekend.
If you want to model for us, please apply via Fluffy
Fluffy
Show.
Shows.
Yes. And say that you want to model for us specifically.
Or if their thing is down, feel free to model or post through our app.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's just at some point, your information will have to go into the Fluffy Shows thing for them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But we are looking for models for Teco. We have some plans, some strange plans. If you're on our Discord, you've seen I posted a behind the scenes. I rent a co-work office space a couple blocks from my daughter's school. Most of the tech bros, there's like tech bros and podcast bros, and there's some like drone bros that all use the space, and they're usually like, oh yeah, that weird rainbow lady. And they're just like, haha, that's funny. And I think they legitimately I think I went insane the other day because I had completely covered their entire conference table with used denim. Like the entire conference table was just like jeans, just so that I could see what I have. Because, we got to make a few more Joel jeans coming up. And I realized that I can make a very special Joel jean. And so that's coming. That'll be fun. You'll get to see that at Teco.
Yeah, she'll probably be like a one of a kind.
She'll be like a three of a kind.
I'm just saying, I don't know how many little things I have on my end.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
We'll be at Teco. Michelle will also be there with us.
Mm-hmm.
And then end of September, we are going up to Canada. Michelle and I will be flying. We'll be flying, thankfully, not driving, up to Toronto, and we'll be attending KCON.
Mm-hmm.
We'll also be joined by Megan, who will be representing Low Library.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be fun times. Rachel will not be there, but she may or may not be involved in.
I think they're doing a Q&A panel with Michelle, and I told them that when they know the schedule, they're welcome to try and figure out how to live stream me in. I'm more than happy to do this as I do this monthly anyway. So, yeah.
So we'll also be doing a fashion show up there, and any of our Canadian viewers, we will be doing a special sale for you guys prior to KCON, where you'll have access to our full inventory. You can buy anything, and then you can pick it up at KCON. Because we can't bring our whole store or normal setup to Canada easily. So we want to make sure you can get what you want, and then we'll bring the things that we can easily bring across the border. Like clothing that packs up, small and easy.
Like head accessories, wrist cuffs, all the wrist cuffs.
That'll be easy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But some of our accessories, like petticoats, they take up too much space. So if you want to get one, we'll do a pre-order for you guys in, August, September-ish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then after that, we just signed up for...
we signed up, but we haven't gotten the official approval yet. But October, we will have some announcement, or we'll be doing some stuff in October. So stay tuned for announcements about the officials of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then November, NECO.
NECOCon, yep. Our favorite hour from my house con. Yeah, that one's a nice, quick and easy and close by.
That's kind of like one of our home cons.
Mm-hmm.
Super easy load in, load out. We love it.
Yeah, it's really so low stress that I'm like, yeah, I'll go to NECO. It's fine. No problems, no arguments.
We don't even worry about like getting the info for load in, load out. It's whatever, because we don't even have to park in their loading area to load out easily.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's what's upcoming for us. I guess stay tuned. I know we've had a lot of people asking about Joel jeans, and that was part of the reason why I took over the conference table. So I counted how many Joel jeans that I can make at this current moment. We'll make announcements about how many the pre-order will be, when the pre-order will be. It's not going to be a lot, people. So, and we do have to make sure that we save some Joel jeans for our fashion shows that are upcoming. But yeah, there is going to be a few of them floating around available. So keep your eyes peeled for announcements regarding that in the future.
But yeah, if you attend TechCo or KCON, Joel Jean of some sort will be making 3.0, 4.0 will be making appearances, and you will get first chance to buy it there. And if it doesn't sell there, that's when we will first give first choice to our Patreons and Discord users, and then it goes up into our shop.
Yep. As
so
was
if you're
what
watching
happened.
this and you're not a member of our Discord, shoot us a message and we'll send you a link.
Yep. But that is the complete tale of Anime Boston and the horror
we sold
show.
So many Furbies. Michelle made so many pretty Furbies and cursed Furbies.
What was it, like 40 something Furbies?
Oh, girl, I don't even know. I know I did 4 fanny packs, and I know I did over 30 hats.
You did like 10 purses.
I want to say, yeah, it was like 10 purses. So how many is that? That's more than 40 total things.
You did 30 hats or 40 hats?
I think I did. It was like 30 something, a weird number. Like
see, that's why I was thinking we sold like 45 or so Furby items.
And by gross profits, Furbies were our most profitable item.
Yeah. And so I'm sitting here like, this is the biggest Furby stock up I've done since we started doing it, and I'll have a couple left for TechCo, just a few. Yeah, day 1 they send me a message, girl, this place is bananas. I was like, what?
We got like 2 left.
Yeah, Sam said we're like, we don't have none left. I was like, what do you mean you don't have any left?
We had like 5 hats left for Saturday. And then the 4 or whatever, 2 I'd saved for the fashion show.
2 hats and 2 purses for the show.
So I will say that this time around, last stock up, I made 4 molds. There was 1 bigger size mold and 3 of the medium size. This stock up, I have made 10 molds. There are 3 of the big and 6 of the medium and 1 tiny one.
Beautiful.
So I have a lot of molds, and that will help speed things along. And I learned things this last stock up that allowed me to condense steps into less steps.
I love that.
So I'm just plugging along, and I need to order some more eyelashes. But otherwise, yeah.
I'm excited about the tiny ones.
Yeah.
I love that you're like, here, let me order all of these bulk cosmetic lashes so that I can put them on my Furbies.
Literally, I am like, okay, I need the thickest, curliest,
fluffiest.
Yep.
I have an idea. We'll talk about after stream. But yes, I have an idea.
Okay.
All right. Remember, ask you about your idea. Anybody who's curious, I am wearing one of our new OP designs. It's real cute. It fits a lot of different body types. It would fit somebody smaller than me. It fits people larger than me. It goes up to our classic standard size 2 bust and waist measurement. But again, I have it slightly stretched out, so a smaller person than I could wear it. And I'm at like the very bottom edge of our size 2 measurements. So yeah. If you're interested, it's real cute. It's adjustable. It's so comfy. I'm having a grand time wearing this tonight.
That dress fits me without issue.
Fits. Yep. It fits lots of people. It's comfy. It's great. I love it. So there's 2 of these. One has the larger check on top on the bodice, and this one has the tiny check. But they're available. They're cute. You should get one.
And then we have to make more stuff for TechCo.
We gotta make a lot of stuff for TechCo. I'm so glad we have until July.
Yeah, very much so.
But I'm definitely gonna go through all of the Furby spine.
Yes.
So we will have long ones available by Techo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Can't promise long ones for KCON, but definitely Techo.
Yeah.
Just
Those
by
are-
pure logistics alone, unless Sam's bringing the twins
I'm
with
going-
her neck pillow.
I plan on bringing the twins to Canada and using them as a neck pillow on the plane, so
Mhm.
they'll be part of my personal items.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about packing them. I do have outfits for Canada.
Maybe all 3 of us should have Furby neck pillows, and the other 2 are for sale.
Mm-hmm.
That could work.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can make like the little like smaller size, so it's more.
I
like,
would make ones like Pickle.
yes,
Yeah.
so with a
Yeah.
spine, or
Yeah.
just Pickle.
Pickle did not have a spine.
Sure,
No.
that's why I said with or with.
Yeah. Without
Mhm.
the spine, I mean, it's probably more comfortable that way.
Yeah, but with the spine, then it can curl around your neck, so you can go.
So
Mm.
unless you're cutting it in a curved shape, like a neck pillow with a Furby
You know what? That's a good idea. I can make Furby neck pillows. I'm doing it. I'm making 2 Furby neck pillows, and they're coming to Canada.
Woohoo!
And
There
it'll
will be
just have
testing
the
along the
face
way,
right
but don't
here.
worry, it's only like an hour and a half flight.
Oh my goodness. Ridiculous.
TSA is gonna have some words with us.
Oh, well, I do have another stick, so there will be a second princess. There will be a princess 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
For Techo.
we're definitely not going
For
to
Techo.
Canada.
Yeah, no.
Now
Sorry.
I want to see Sam. I want to see you cane with Princess through the airport. You're like, I am disabled. I need this cane.
I mean, I do plan on bringing my cane.
Do we need to make some kind of terrible moose Furby to put on top of your cane?
Furby neck
Furby
pillows,
boa,
Furby
Furby
boa, Furby
Well, we've done the
everything.
Furby boa, basically.
Yeah, we have done the fur boa.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I
The
do
twins
plan on
are the
bringing
fur
my
boa.
cane to the airport. And I do plan on asking for like assistance, so that way I can get through all the lines easier and not have to worry about walking around the whole airport.
Furby mobility device. So, okay, the story about Princess was that we were originally trying to get her put together for Katsu, and we had a model who used a cane, and we were like, cool, sweet. Would you mind holding our weird Furby hobby horse instead of your cane? You can use it like a cane. And they were like, yeah, that's fine. But then the stick never came in before the con, so Princess was not conceived. Or I guess she wasn't birthed.
Yeah, what is that? Is she birthed?
Furby rollator.
And then that model ended up having to drop because of sickness anyway, so.
Yep. But yeah, we thought that was.
You have a Patreon member that has a wheelchair that would love Furby decorations on it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You know M would rock.
Mm-hmm.
This is very true.
Yep.
Very true. Mm-hmm. What kind of like things could be made for it? Could it be like armrests?
Oh, like
coming off,
you know,
and there's
it could just be like fuzzy arm covers.
Yeah,
with like Furbies on the
Velcro
ends of
strap,
them.
so it goes over the things. So you can
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You could also do something to go over the back, so it's like showing on the back.
Oh,
ooh. Side saddles or backpacks.
Side saddles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like
You
that.
also do
idea.
something on the handles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, true. Mm-hmm.
You know, if you put a Furby face on the handle, people can't hold it for you.
Yes, which is a big thing with some people.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, like don't push me around.
I got weird guys back here. They're looking at you.
And do like a
Judging
spiky
you.
Furby. Oh, in the middle of the wheel? Like
oh yeah, it just rotates.
The Furby face in the middle of the wheel.
Like a spinning rim.
Yes.
Oh no.
Well, Sam couldn't decide if she wanted googly eyes on her Furby creation, so she donated the rest of the googly eyes to me. So you will definitely see at Techo some Furby merch that has googly eyes.
Yeah, I'm making, my little slap bracelet with a Furby face.
And she also handed me a bunch of slap bracelets so I can make some of those too.
Mm-hmm.
Which, hey, might as well. We got some small faces.
It'll all sell. All of it.
It'll all be gone. You're gonna be like, it's halfway through Friday. All the Furbies are gone.
I don't know when I started doing resin work to be for sale for the business, but it never really sold super well. Like it would sell, but it wasn't like any kind of big seller for us. And there's a lot of resin creators that you'll see on Instagram, and for the most part, a lot of their content, it's like video content or YouTube content where people like to watch resin creation, but they don't really buy the created pieces. So I sat here for the longest time thinking resin just isn't really a good monetizing hobby. As you know, it was my hobby, and then I tried to monetize it, and that didn't really go anywhere. But now I fully monetize my resin hobby.
You just had to find the right mold.
Just gotta get in the right niche, I guess. I don't know.
Have you seen the pastel googly eyes? They had pink ones around Easter.
Oh.
We just have the black ones because it was more of a, we were walking around Walmart buying organization things when I was cleaning Michelle's basement. Or not basement, but low floor or first floor. And it's like, I wonder if these would fit. And I grabbed a pack just to see, and it's like, ooh.
And then she dropped them in, and I was like, yeah, that's a look.
That's a look.
I'm currently working on one little commission that I decided, you know what? This person said dealer's choice for some of these choices, so they're getting googly eyes because they didn't want it to look sleepy. And I said, you know what doesn't look sleepy? Googly eyes.
Constantly moving pupils.
They also said they didn't want them to look like they'd been awake for 5 million years.
Yeah, it also doesn't look probed, as we have described some of the other eyes.
Some of the other eyes definitely look like they're being probed. Yep.
Yeah, they have this very...
We also have some good creature eyes.
Yes, the creature eyes are good. If you like snakes, then yep, cats.
Yeah.
We need to cut out some fabric and for the armature I have to make the little like dino Furby or something.
Oh goodness.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our story. Oh my
our
God,
horrible,
yes.
Yeah, our horrible forever 7-year-long week of anime.
Wonder what shenanigans will happen next year.
Oh, hopefully none. Can we just have a one smooth anime Boston, please and thank you? I thought it was going so smoothly.
Last year wasn't bad, just really long load in, load out.
Yeah,
or load out.
True. Yeah.
But like the year before, there was one point where we went through Palisades Park with the trailer, and that was just bad.
Yeah, we drove the wrong way through Palisades Park, which meant you get to go on a roller coaster of hills with your trailer attached. That was not pleasant. I did not enjoy that. We figured out the way to get to Mitsuwa.
If you've ever been to Mitsuwa and seen the road directly across from it, like Edgewater Drive or whatever, going down that in a trailer is not fun.
Nope. But yeah, anyway. Thank you for coming along on this story time. It was a journey. It's over now. We've mostly recovered. I still have some product photos of headpieces that I need to take and put up on the site. So keep an eye out for a post about headpieces if you're interested in cute head bows and other things of that nature in many colors. So that will be coming up pretty soon.
And I'm making more earrings.
Yes, and Sam's got more earrings. So yeah, we're definitely going to have that kind of stuff put up in the near future. And again, stay tuned for info posts about Joel jeans, because you guys have been asking for it. So I guess if you ask,
You guys were crazy about it. The post about it got like 5 times the engagement of any other post we've done in the past like month or two.
Yeah, Joel jeans a little hard just because of the thrifted denim, but I do have plenty of butts and waists. So if I manage to get my hands on just bulk fabric of denim, then we can possibly make it work. But in any case, thank you so much for your love of Jill Jean.
Bye.
Bye. End.